Can you hear me now? 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 Lord, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat. Woo, I can hear myself. Hold on, let me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Let me know. We good? Oh, jeez. Okay, 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 okay. Look, let me make sure my other stuff connected. It's not connected. Look, the thing right here. Okay. Oh shoot, that ain't connect. I don't know how I'm gonna hear y'all if y'all call in. I guess I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Okay, come on in, come on in. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Go ahead and like and share, like y'all like and share as y'all come in here. I've been gone for a little while, but I thought I'd come live tonight because it's been a while, and I'm like, oh my god, the people gonna think I left. The people gonna think I ran away. But y'all know I have to come and show some love to Mama Brown, okay, every couple of weeks. So put pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown because that is where we are today, okay? Look, pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown and anybody else who is going through the big C word, honey. She got her treatment this week. She is feeling good, feeling great, but feeling a little sluggish, but she will be okay, okay? Thank y'all. Look. Oh no, you said I had slimmed down. Let me zip up my Adidas. It might make me look slimmer. You know, they say the three slight stripes make you look thin, honey. It's a little cool up here. Let me put it. Oh, hey y'all, come on in, come on in. We got a lot to talk about. Shout out to my mods. You see these people with the blue wrench. Y'all respect their authority. Okay, please no cursing in the chat. I asked all my mods to please don't block nobody. Okay, don't be blocking people because the people be emailing me talking about your mods be blocking me. Please don't block nobody unless they are disrespectful to me. And most of them don't be disrespectful. Look, we can disagree, like people can disagree, but don't block them just because they disagree with me. Okay. Also, these people in the green, these are our channel sponsors. You can be a channel sponsor too. Only thing I do is click that join button. And shout out to my Patreon people, child. I need to go live on Patreon tonight as well. And spill a little tea over there, spill a little tea over here, and all that. Because child, let me go ahead and play my intro before I get into this. Y'all go ahead and like this video, get your snacks. I don't know what we're gonna talk about. I created an agenda, but I don't know if I'm gonna stick to it because you know how I am. But we're gonna get started right after this very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's not being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's not being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's not being a blogger.
all of is my son.
Okay, that shit is good.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say Autumn is her son.
Yes.
Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn
It's her son. Yes.
Say Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Autumn is her son.
Like for real.
Lord, I'm freezing. I might have to quit y'all. Lord, I might have to quit y'all. Hold on. I don't know what's going on with the. Oh Lord, I don't know what's going on. I'm just sitting here trying to figure this out. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me okay? Am I good? What's going Look, one of my I always had two cameras. Now I gotta look at y'all like this. 'Cause I don't know what's going on. I don't know. 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 I'm trying to figure it out. I tried to connect. Listen, you said it's no sound? Y'all can't hear me? My little thing said y'all can hear me. Y'all still can't hear me? Oh, gee. Oh, Lord. So my camera up there went off. Hold on. I don't know what's happening. Why the camera go off up there? I don't know what happened. Anyway, I'm just gonna talk. The angle a little wonky because now I gotta look down at you instead of straight at you, but that's okay. That's okay. Come on in, y'all. Listen, listen. We got a lot to talk about, child. So many people, I don't even know what to look no more. So many people have been hitting me up talking about all of the content creators now are joining Patreon. And as a Patreon ambassador for the past 5 years, how many years has been, y'all? I don't even know. Has it been 4 years? It's been 4 or 5 years. But as a Patreon ambassador, I am very happy that y'all are joining the Patreon. I had told y'all a long time ago that Patreon was where it's at. Okay, Patreon, we talk without uns. Listen, uncensored tea over there on Patreon. We tell our business over there on Patreon. We ain't got to worry about YouTube shutting us down over there on Patreon. But sometimes they do because we still use YouTube sometimes. But yeah, so the people said that it's some people like Kandi Burruss going over there. Yep, Kandi Burruss is going over there. You said the happened? What had happened? Y'all still what had happened? I'm still looking at the chat. They said Kandi Burruss is over there going to the Pantheon. Okay, remember when Kandi used to call my Patreon the Pantheon? She didn't even know what it was. She said, I'm going to the Pantheon. Michelle has said this. Oh, her Pantheon. Exactly, not 2, 2, 3. And now she going over there with her MAGA. They said Kandi is a MAGA, is a Trump supporter. That's what the people's telling me. I don't know. I haven't been online for 2, 3 days, and everybody like, you gonna talk about Kandi being a Diddy and a Trump supporter? And I'm like, listen, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay, my name West. I ain't in that mess. That lady can support who she want to support. We've been telling you how long Kandi was low key over there. We have been telling y'all, but nobody be listening to us. Look, Nene tried to tell y'all. I had tried to tell you a whole bunch of people tried to tell y'all, but that's okay. Whoever she vote for, that's her own business. MAGA Kandi over there. She's interviewing who she interviewing this week? Todd Chrisley. I'm giving her a little plug, and she's selling it on her Pantheon, honey. She is look, giving the MAGA people a platform on her channel. I don't even know what to say. Moving on. He said it's going in and out. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can fix this. Lord, y'all, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, it's on the Bluetooth. What if I put it on the regular microphone? Hold on, let me see. Is that better? Is that better? Is it coming out now? Is that better? Oh, let me know. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Let know. Is that better? One in the chat if that's better. Put a 5 in the chat if it was better before. Not 223 said it was better before. I trust not 3 because not 223 be in the chat all the time. Let me go back then. Let me go back. Let me go back. Let me go back. Okay, 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 okay. Let me go. Hey, is that better? Okay, now I'm on the snowball. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Okay, okay, okay. You said it's got a remix. It can't have no remix. I don't even have a soundboard this time. It can't have no remix now. You said it's less cutting out. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay. Look, we just gonna ride it out, or I might just quit y'all and go. Look, this is what I get for trying to go live. And I already know the Wi-Fi over here ain't Wi-Fi. Okay. But it was just so much tea I had to talk to y'all about because it's just so messy and so juicy. And I live for the messy and juicy tea. Now, it's listen. One of the things that was on my agenda today, okay, was about the Soul Train Awards and the BET Awards being indefinitely suspended like Kenya, okay? Indefinitely suspended. Now, this new CEO over there at BET, he came from Viacom. He came over there with from the Caucasians, but he not Caucasians. But now he is the CEO. Deborah Lee gone, man gone, everybody gone. Now it's this other man over there, and he has issued a statement basically saying his name is Scott Mills, okay? And he replaced Deborah Lee, and before Deborah Lee, it was Bob Johnson and whoever else, right? And so now Scott Mills has issued a statement saying, they trying to restructure a whole bunch of things now that he's over there. He's been over there since when? When he get over there? About 2020, okay? And then look, Tyler Perry and all them people was trying to buy it, and then they decided not to sell it. Oh, it's a whole little history lesson. Okay. But anyway, Mills, who is the new CEO, spoke to BET recently and basically spilled some tea about the um the award shows, and people are really really upset about that because he's saying that they're not gone forever, but they're gone. Okay, they're suspended. Okay, like what we gonna do without the Soul Train Awards? What we gonna do about not to say that they were the greatest ever, because at the end of the day, like the Soul Train Awards and the BET Hip Hop Awards, like people weren't showing up for these awards. Like the talent wasn't showing up for these awards. So I don't know. I guess it was just time for it to be indefinitely suspended like Kenya. Okay. I don't know if they're gonna ever come back, but we know Kenya is never coming back. Allegedly, at least not for season 17. Now I want to read his statement. In his statement, he said, hold on. Now I can't find nothing I was gonna read, y'all, because all my stuff is all over the place. Here it is, BET Awards. Um, they said the 2025 BET Awards viewership dropped almost 50% in the key 18 to 49 demo from last year's show. What's going on? So in response to that, he was saying that while it's an extraordinary show, he attributes the viewership decline less to the decline in the cable ecosystem and more to the fact that they moved the night of the show. So instead of moving it to another night, what they're gonna do is take it off altogether. Hold on, I'm gonna see what the actual statement was. BT was. Y'all like this video? Like this video. Here's what he said. Child. He says less about them being no longer and more about our team having to reimagine them for this changing media landscape that we find ourselves in. Being indefinitely suspended, it's given that maybe they will rehab the whole BET Hip Hop Awards and the Soul Train Awards and put them on streaming. They're gonna be on BET Plus or something. That's what it sounds like. But who knows? I don't know. But it's just unfortunate that these things are happening to some of our staples. Some of the programs that are put in place to celebrate us, to celebrate Black talent, to celebrate Black excellence are going by the wayside. And some people it's the EBT Awards anyway. We didn't like them anyway. They was ghetto anyway. But now that you won't have anything, what you gonna do? What you gonna do now? Huh? Huh? Then you're gonna have to look at the VMAs and the American Music Awards and the Country Music Awards and try to spot a Black person in the crowd like this. Like, where is everybody? Okay. You said the Soul Train Awards. Yes, the Soul Train Awards was good. The Lady of Soul was good. The BET Awards was good. But remember, they had a BET Awards and then they had a BET Hip Hop Awards and then they kind of merged them together. So I don't know what's going to happen. He says, "Is this the one Sexy Red was twerking at? Was Sexy Red twerking at all of them? I don't know. Isn't the BT owned by white people? Viacom, child. Yes, they were sold to the Caucasians. You say interesting, but they moved the MTV VMAs to CBS, child. Just a mess. Just a mess. But anyway, moving on. Like this video. Child, like this video. Now, speaking of music and rap and all of that jazz, why are y'all doing Rasheeda the way y'all doing Rasheeda? Can somebody explain to me what Rasheeda ever done to y'all? Okay, except sing about bubblegum and all. What has Rasheeda done to the internet and now y'all pulling pranks about going to Rasheeda's concert? I need to know because I might have to fight y'all. I'm just kidding. Right? Listen, I which would you rather, a Rasheeda concert or a Trick Daddy concert? Rasheeda, Trick Daddy. I don't like. Who would you rather? Who like you like Rasheeda? Okay, I like Rasheeda too. But how many songs Rasheeda got? And why is it that people are making these phone calls and tricking these people? Now you can't even trick nobody no more because it's all going viral. Somebody said they'd rather go to a Trick Daddy concert. They mad because she stayed married to Kirk. That's her business. That's her business, her body, her choice. Okay. Kirk and Rasheeda been married for 40 years and we're talking about. She need to leave Kirk. Why she need to leave Kirk? What Kirk do to you? Look, they are listen. It's a whole bunch of people around you. Your mama may have stayed with your daddy, your daddy may have cheated on your mama, and you don't even know it because married people go through things, and it's not about what they go through, it's how they survive it. And apparently, Kirk and Rasheeda have survived whatever they gone through, and they still together. Yeah, they still together. But yeah, so it's been going viral on social media, and we've been looking at it. It's been funny to see a bunch of the phone calls that people are making. And hold on, and Rasheeda now has come back, basically saying, I'm really feeling the video, y'all. I'm really feeling the video. Okay, hold on, here goes. Oh no, not Rasheeda. Hold on, let me go over here to these. Somebody had posted some. Let's go look at some. Like this video. We're gonna go be messy real quick. We are going to go over here and be messy. Over here on the Shade Room's written blog that don't nobody ever go to but me. Hold on. Who is this? Alonzo Arnold. What did she do? Carly Red closing out the Rasheeda concert. Child, not even Instagram. Hold on. Child, let me go to another. Telling my cousin I got us tickets. Let me see what this one say.
To this concert?
Tell
Yes. Just guess.
I don't know.
One of your favorite singers?
Just me, don't fuck with that B5 in.
No.
One of my favorites?
Yeah. Start with an R.
Broadway.
Nah, you close.
Come on, tell me. Who hurt my money?
I paid $250 for the ticket, so you better be able to come.
This is crazy. Who is this? Because you better be somebody I like.
We going to see Rasheeda.
Go back. You going by your motherfucking self.
Why are they dragging Rasheeda like that? Why? Hold on. Who is this right here? Let me see.
Put some respect on his name.
Daddy, I bought you and Crystal some concert tickets for date night. I'll keep Braylon.
Why you always want to take me on a date night?
Because y'all need to go on one.
How do you figure? Me and Crystal just got back in from Galveston.
No, this is something she been wanting to do. That's why I'm telling you why she outside.
Who the concert?
Rasheeda.
Who?
Rasheeda.
Who the fuck is that?
You know, from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Girl, I know damn well you didn't.
Why not? She told me. I'll keep Braylon for you.
Why can't I just keep people out of my business?
you don't want to go.
Nobody else business.
You don't want to go see Rasheeda.
I don't want to go see no goddamn Rasheeda.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck Rasheeda? What song do she sing?
You don't put him on to make him want to marry me.
Never heard this shit before in my life.
Daddy, yes you have.
You gonna force me to hear something?
But you like Love and Hip Hop?
I don't even watch that
Anymore. You didn't used to watch Love and Hip Hop.
4-5 years ago.
That's when she was popping.
The last time I seen Love and Hip Hop, Benzino and that boy Stevie J was into it.
Oh. So maybe me and Crystal can just go then.
There you go.
Child, not Benzino. Child, you know how long it's been since Benzino been on? That's been about 10 years ago. Here go another one. Let me see.
Hello.
Hey, child.
Hey, baby.
What you up to?
Girl, not a damn thing.
Oh, what you doing? You doing something on Sunday? Oh, I was saying you wanted to call me to the Rasheeda concert.
Bitch, who?
Rasheeda.
Rasheeda who? Because you ain't talking about Fat Frost.
Yes, who else I'm talking about?
Bitch, please. Just like her last name, I freeze before I go to that motherfucker.
Girl, I think it's going to be lit. You know, put it on.
This was a skit, clearly.
Put it on and make him want to marry me.
And then have a baby by somebody else. Bitch, I don't.
Girl, we can go. The ticket's real reasonable. It's only like $250.
$250?
$250, baby.
Baby, you a lot 250 times.
I'm telling you.
That bitch better be on Ticketmaster for free.
It's going to be a time, Petty. We need to go.
Baby, it'll be a time I never experienced. I wouldn't dare.
So you
Is Kurt gonna be there? I want to get into it with him anyway. Is she bringing Jasmine on the show?
I don't know.
Child, this is too much. But Rasheeda basically, you know, Rasheeda said since y'all got her trending, she gonna shoot her a video shoot. Here she go right here. Let me see. Let me put that right here. Where is it? Rasheeda and her video shoot. Look at Rasheeda, y'all. Rasheeda said, y'all got me trending. Y'all better be at her concert. Her bubblegum, marry me, and legs to the moon. Okay.
That day I'm in that lamb child.
Oh, you know, I don't really do it for with what's her name? Kate What's Her Face. But the one thing I remember about Kate What's Her Face was when she said my name Rasheeda and I rap like Shawty Low. I remember that very, very well. I hate looking down at y'all like this. I don't like it. But anyway, you said that's it's on Love and Hip Hop trailer. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Hey, DL, what y'all talking about in this chat? Hey, welcome. It's your first time catching a live. I hate you caught this one, honey. They normally better. Hey, Real Estate Insider, what's up, friend? Somebody has said something about why we not talking about Real Housewives of Atlanta, because Real Housewives of Atlanta ain't on. It's gone off. Did y'all not watch the reunion last week before? We not talking about that. We talk about other stuff right now. We might talk about some people that got fired from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who is on this agenda? Hold on, let me find out. I missed something. We talked about Rasheeda. Oh, Peter Thomas. Listen. Last time I talked to Peter Thomas was about 2 weeks ago. Peter had FaceTime me. We was talking about the Simon Guobadia interview. We were just keying it up. You know, he and I got some other things that we working on. And then next thing I know, the people say that Peter did turn himself in. Now, Peter did tell me that he was supposed to turn himself in at the end of July, and it is August. So I'm like, well, I mean, maybe I missed the date. I forgot to call and check up on him and see if he was gone or not. So, you know, I had reached out to his brother to see, you know, if it was true, because every other week y'all was saying that Peter was turning himself in and Peter was still at the club, and I haven't heard from his brother either. So I'm just gonna assume that is true, since I knew it was about to happen anyway. And so Peter Thomas has allegedly turned himself in to serve his 18-month sentence with the feds for tax evasion. Y'all remember all of that stuff? They saying he owed millions and millions of dollars for withholding taxes on his employees of Bar One restaurants. And so, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Peter. I mean, right? I don't know. Y'all said Peter's still outside. I don't know. He was in Miami. But yeah, I don't know. You said you had seen it the other day. I saw it the other day too. I just wanted to make sure it was true before I reported it. And so I had talked to him. So I'm just gonna assume it's true. Because I reported it last time they said that he was in. I was like, well, maybe he is in. I know he going. So there's that. But if he is, we're gonna send Peter some positive energy. Hopefully he'll get out sooner rather than later. Maybe he'll have some, time off for good behavior or something. Child. Anyway, you said talk about Simon. Did you watch part 2 of my Simon interview? You need to watch part 2 of the Simon interview. It was very, very good. Okay. And a lot of people didn't watch it. I'm like, y'all need to watch it because it was edited very well. It had some behind the scenes footage in it. Simon was talking about why he actually signed the prenup. It was amazing. He said, I would tell him to put on a red MAGA hat. Okay, he might do it. He might do it. Child, this is bothering me. I need to get this camera situation together. Y'all, talk amongst yourselves for about a minute or two. And I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. Let me play y'all a little bit of night music. Hold on. I'm gonna play it really softly for you. Hold on. And I'll be right back. Hey. Ooh. Hi, turn the music off. Hold on. Okay. I'm back. That camera was too close to my face. I was looking at y'all like this, and I didn't want to look at y'all like this. Now I can look at y'all like this. Okay. So, hey y'all, how y'all doing? Welcome back. He said next time. Well, listen, I can't play copyright written music, honey. I have to play the music that I am allowed to play, and this is it. Okay, just a little ding ling 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 that y'all heard. Okay. You said Drew was live earlier. She said season 17 should be really good. Well, congratulations to Drew, okay? Because I had heard that she had got fired, so she must have got picked up, okay? So congratulations to her. What else y'all got going on? What y'all talking about? You on Facebook? Shout out to Facebook. You said Claudia Jordan Dion. I don't care about colorist Claudia. Who else y'all want to talk about? Hold on. I got some more. Y'all just be in here saying anything. Simon's interview was very, very good. Thank you so very, very much. The unedited version of Simon's interview is also available on Patreon for those who want to see. It was like an hour and 45 minutes, like pure uncut, just me and him talking. And we talked about a lot of things. And so I put it on Patreon. I may do another stream of the Simon Guobadia interview for those of you who just want to watch it with us, and maybe I'll do that maybe a little later. You said what had happened? Hold on. Yeah, I had put my hair up while we was on break. I had put my hair in a bun while we was on break. Why would Michelle and Josh fall out? We did not fall out. What are y'all talking about? Why people think that me and Josh fall out? I don't understand. I was just with Josh the other day. If you are a member of my Patreon or in my members only, you would have seen my vlog where me and Josh and Justin was out in these streets. What is she talking about? You say I put my hair up. I mean business. Yes, with my lopsided bun, honey. I mean business. You know, I'm a queen. I'm a goddess. That's what we do. You said we ain't got no more people to interview. Child, I'm trying. Listen, I got some people on my list. I'm gonna get somebody. Don't worry. It might not be somebody y'all like, but I'm gonna get somebody. Josh is like family. You know, Josh called himself my son. That's my little brother. Okay, that's my little brother. Did Kenya have her back to school special? Kenya Moore Hair Spa. Let's talk about it. Hold on. Was that on my agenda? I think it was. Hold on. Let me see where it was on my agenda. Hold on. I want to go. I got a whole thing. Okay, I got Peter. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. Okay, Kenya Moore Hair Spa. Y'all know Kenya has been promoting her back to school specials. She was promoting quick weaves for the kids. Okay, she was promoting hair spas and all of that. And so a lot of people, we talked about this once before, and the people were saying that I was lying. In fact, Team Twirl came and bombarded all of my social medias and said that I was a fat, this, that, called me all kind of gorillas and hoes, and just was dragging me for telling the truth about Kenya. So since Team Twirl wants to be so mean and surly and go in on me all the time for telling the truth about their queen, you know what that makes me do? That makes me tell even more truths about their queen. And so because of that, the same day I went and I had did a post over on Threads, okay? And this is what I said over on Threads. And again, we've already talked about this, but I'm going to keep talking about it because I feel like it's important for little Black girls growing up to know that they're beautiful regardless of how nappy or coarse or 4C or whatever their hair is. So I am standing in the line of truth on this one. So Kenya did a post and basically said there are certain services at her salon that is not for certain types of hair. Okay, that's what she said. So I said, I had did like this little post over here on Threads. Let me go over here to the Threads. Hold on to my Threads. They're gonna be on Threads. Y'all follow me on Threads. Okay, so I said over here. Hold on, they're gonna be and my fake boyfriend. Okay, but I said right here. Okay, here it is right here. I said Kenya Moore's luxury hair spa says they don't offer this service for 4C hair. Let's be clear. 4C hair is one of the most common textures amongst Black women. It is thick, it is coily, and it is beautiful. And yes, sometimes it requires a little bit of extra care, but instead of highlighting what services are offered, this ad goes out of its way to tell us who isn't welcome. Okay, that's not luxury, that's exclusion. But hey, y'all tell me, should a Black-owned business be turning away Black hair? So Kenya had this on her it's actually on her website. And because I screenshot it, okay, it says down at the bottom, this is a luxury spa, blah, 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 moisturizing the scalp, yada, yada, yada. And at the very bottom, it says this service includes a blowout with light tools, not for very coarse hair or 4C hair types. Now, I don't know about you, but I have never seen any salon say that I don't do this type of hair. I ain't heard Derek J said, I don't do overly fine hair. I don't do overly thick hair. I just know that when people do hair, they do hair. Okay. These are her actual words from her actual salon. She also did and we talked about it in the live stream when she was doing her back to school special. She said it in the caption. This is not for 4C hair. And Kenya went ahead and deleted it. Now, it was people all up and through my Instagram. Hold on, let me go to my Instagram and show you. It was people all up and through my Instagram calling me this, saying that, saying I was lying, saying saying I hate Kenya, saying all these things. And here it is right here. I put the same post on Instagram. This is my Instagram right here. And they was all up under here. I'm not a Kenya fan, but they always start with that. I'm not a Kenya fan, but what? But well, if you're not a Kenya fan, why are you over here? Why are you over here defending her? Like, who cares? And so people were like, her business, her choice. Why don't you leave Kenya alone? What's her hair texture? They don't offer ish. That's a content creation space. That's funny because we know it's a content creation space. Somebody says actually good that she's honest about not doing 4C hair, but it's just the point of her saying it. Okay. So in one of these, I decided to respond. Where is it? Somebody like, what is your obsession? They was just dragging me, child. Hold on. ATLien is jealous of Kenya. What? You mad she never included in her circle like Nene? Like, girl, like what? Why would I care? Why would I care? Why would I want to be in Kenya's circle? Hell, does Kenya even have a circle? And so somebody I responded to was like, where did you get this information from? Now I can't even find them. Where is LaShawn? Did LaShawn delete her comment? Because she might have deleted her comment because I did respond to LaShawn. Yeah, she might have deleted her comment, but it's still on my page. Okay. This is LaShawn's comment right here. And because I had responded to it. And LaShawn's comment, she said in her live, she said she did work with 4C hair types. So where does your information come from? Now, I screen recorded Kenya Moore's Gloss Genius booking site. And here it is right here. Listen.
I don't follow Kenya, so I don't know what she said. But if you go directly to her booking site, you can scroll. You will see for yourself. Here it is. I'll zoom in for you. This service is not for very coarse or 4C hair. Let me scroll down again. Scroll. Look at the white lady right there. It says this service is not for 4C hair. I didn't make this up.
So I didn't make it up. I didn't make it up. Why is she mad at me? Like, why are you talking to me about like this situation when clearly she wrote it? Okay. And it's exclusion. It's exclusion when you start to say what you don't do. And I understand it's Kenya's spot. I understand Kenya's adjacency to whiteness is what she wants to be. She want to do white women's hair. She don't want to do y'all's black hair. Okay. She said y'all's black hair is too tough to deal with. Okay. Y'all do not need just a blowout. Kenya said, and I quote, if you have 4C hair, you could get a silk press or you can get a quick weave. Well, what if I don't want no silk press? What if I don't want no weave in my hair? What if I just want my hair blown out so I can put it in a ponytail? What if I want my hair blown out so I can put it in a bun? What if I just want my hair blown out and don't want no heat put to it? What if? So my thing is, it is interesting that somebody would tell somebody with overly thick, overly coarse 4C hair that the only thing you can do is straighten it to be like white women's, or put weave in it to be like white women's. Okay. And like I said earlier, I'm here to show all the little black girls out there with 2 black parents that your black hair is beautiful. You do not have to straighten it if you don't want to. You do not have to put weave in your hair if you don't want to. Now, if you do want to, do it. Okay. But you don't have to. It's not, it's not obligatory for you to do that. And your hair is just fine. Okay. Now, People like, Michelle, what is happening? What is happening? I'm just being real. And so on this thread, let's go through this thread for a minute. On the threads, when I basically said what I said, and I want you to see some of these comments, and I also would like you to see who was responding to it. Me and this Asian lady actually got into it because the Asian lady came under the post and was telling me how to feel about being excluded, about somebody saying that my 4C hair isn't good enough. Okay, now hold on. Somebody said some trolls in here. Hold on, I do it. Hold on. Let me do this for y'all. Let me do this for y'all. Hold on. I forgot to do this right here. And I forgot to do this right here. Let me do that. Okay, let me go here. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me go here. And let me edit this right here. And let me do here. And let me do that. And let me say this. Okay. Now let me put you on to where you at? Subscribers. Okay, let me do that. Okay, let me say custom. Okay, let me say an hour. Okay, let me save it like that. Okay, there y'all go. Okay, now hold on. Now we're going to read some of what these people were saying. Okay, and I pinned this one. Somebody, Miss Kimsey, said the way some of y'all are making excuses for this, these quote unquote celebrities just be out here playing in our face. A Black-owned salon excluding a common Black hair type is nasty work. Okay, and so then there are people that were saying, as a Black woman. Now listen, look, this Miss Stokes right here. Miss Stokes then said she a Black woman. Let's call it spade a spade. This Miss Stokes said, as a Black woman, I think you would do your best not to post clickbait regarding the business of another Black woman. Instead, you took this as an opportunity to callously attack her character and business, all for some attention. You're fully aware 4C hair would require an additional step, such as a silk press. There is nothing offensive about that. The term coarse hair is industry standard and not meant to be offensive. She offers another service for all hair types. Now, wait a minute, Miss Stokes. Miss Stokes. This Miss Stokes, is this you, Miss Stokes? Miss Stokes is an Asian lady. Okay, Miss Stokes is an Asian lady. And I was reading Miss Stokes while I was sitting there with my mama while she was getting her treatment. I was like, why is you even in this conversation? Like, you got people thinking that I'm literally up here targeting Kenya. Okay, yes. No, I thought Miss Stokes was Kenya. No, Miss Stokes is some Asian lady. Okay, look, main character energy. Hold on. And Miss Stokes said that, she got Black children. Okay, and I had told Miss Stokes, just because you get Black dick don't mean you Black. Okay, I'm just letting you know. And here she is right here. Because I said, how are you under every post claiming that I'm rage baiting and you're not even a Black woman? Miss Stokes, who sent you? Now here she is. Not you also policing people and excluding because they're biracial. What do you think my daughter looks like? You're extremely ignorant. It's even worse than I thought. And so wait a minute. Not as worse than you thought. I said it's very anti-Black to assume that the only thing a Black woman can do to her hair is a silk press or a quick weave. It's actually laughable how many allegedly Black women agree. Who raised y'all self-hating weirdos? And to be clear, I'm very aware that the majority of you who didn't agree with my post about Kenya Moore denying certain services to these coarse 4C hair types shouldn't even have been in the conversation, okay? AKA Miss Stokes. Now, what is my response to Miss Stokes? Oh, there it is right there. You mad. And then she said, damn well she didn't exclude services to women with 4C hair. You could opt for the other option, the service without a blowout. If you had questions about the service, ask. And I said, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me. Why are you even in this conversation, widow? You have absolutely no right to tell me or any other black woman how to feel about our hair. So run, go play somewhere else. I see you and what you're doing here. It won't work. Now here go Miss Stokes. She just kept going. Just disappointing. The only person who seems out of place here is you. I'm raising a black girl who will grow into a powerful, confident black woman. Now, wait a minute, Miss Stokes. We've already seen you was Asian. Now you raising a black girl, okay? But wait a minute. What I had said. I said, am I under your post telling you how to feel about your biracial child? Or did you come here under my post telling me how to feel about my 4C hair being labeled as a problem? Interesting that you would now all of a sudden use your daughter as a shield when I'm talking about you. Your previous post suggested you're speaking as a black woman, and you are not. For the record, you're doing your child a disservice by denying her Asian heritage. Stop the cap and voluntarily see your way out of my mentions. And she kept going, child. She kept going, talking about she don't have 4C hair, but I understand the complexities of black hair. Girl, bye. And so I said, you're not even black, so why are you in black folks' business? This ain't your lane. I block you just for cosplaying a struggle you clearly don't live. Being black is a vibe you wouldn't understand. What you're doing isn't conversation. It's literally the definition of what you call rage bait. So I'm like, why is these people up here cosplaying black women up under black women's posts? Every time we have an issue and we say, listen, this is a problem, we don't feel that it's appropriate to send us blackface makeup, okay? We don't feel like it's appropriate to say that 4C hair is an issue. We don't feel like it's appropriate to say that our dark skin is a problem. But when we verbalize that, when we type that specifically online, then all these people come out of the woodwork cosplaying with blackface on, saying, well, as a black woman, I don't see a problem with it. As a black woman, girl, bye. No, from now on, I'm calling all of them out. I'm calling all of them out. Yeah, everybody wants to be black. Everybody wants to be, you black, everybody black. Colorist Claudia black. Her mama white, but she black. Everybody, the Asian lady black because she got a black daughter. She got a half black daughter. She had some black dick, so she black too, okay? But no, Miss Stokes can kiss my ASS, my black ASS. But I say all that to say, I think that it is a problem for Kenya Moore to have done that. And I'm not the only person to call her out on it. And people are trying to accuse me. They all up under Kenya's post saying, Michelle is dragging Kenya. Michelle hates Kenya. Michelle didn't hate Kenya. Michelle just spoke her mind. Michelle speaks her mind about a lot of things. But look. Hold on. Let me go over here to Reddit real quick. Hold on. Kenya Moore. Let me see. Okay, look. Hold on. It's right here. And I look, they got the whole post, y'all. Hold on. They got the post that she deleted. I didn't write this. Okay. I'm not over here on Reddit, over here with the Caucasians. Okay. Somebody said, Kenya Moore said salon is not for 4C hair. Okay. This is somebody posted this on Reddit. Okay. And look, this is Kenya Moore's own post that she deleted. And in the deleted post, she said right there, number 3. Look at that. Look at it right there. Number 3. Blowout, light hot tools not for 4C or excessively curly or thick hair. Okay. And then they said, in all her filtered glory, Kenya is not looking for hair models, but what happened to her dress selling event? So people in here talking about, this, that, and the third, yada, 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 yada. Let me see. How she was charging people $25 to do their hair, but she didn't want no 4C hair unless she was getting a weave, honey. She was not going to blow dry your hair. And then somebody said 4C to her means foreclosure. Ooh. Somebody said, so her salon is like a dry bar then. Why wouldn't she want clients with all hair types so she can showcase her stylist talents? Also shady as fuck to charge models. Ooh. So this is on Reddit. This ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? So it's more than just me who feel ways about Kenya denying services to 4C hair. What if you just want to blow out? I don't know. But whatever the case, Kenya might not be there for long anyway. Child. I done already told y'all about the eviction that her landlord filed. Also, her landlord filed to push up the time to kick her out. Honey, they said, we don't want 30 days. We want her out in 14 days. And that was about what? 8 days ago? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Kenya got 6 more days in the spa. Kenya, I'm not even in town, but I'm going to have somebody go by there and see if Kenya's dresses are on the curb. Okay. Now, it's interesting because a lot of people, shout out to Radiance, shout out to Lipstick Alley, shout out to all the people. A lot of people have been keeping their eye on this eviction. And hold on. It was some good reading, y'all. They had sent all the damn eviction paperwork over. Hold on. And in the eviction paperwork was the lease. Kenya signed a 10-year lease. And in that 10-year lease, her landlord agreed to pay her $70-something thousand improvement allowance. Now, in Georgia, the improvement allowance normally goes directly to the contractors who do the work. And even if it does not go to the contractor, the actual person who is leasing the place and does the work has to provide the owner with a certificate of occupancy saying that, the work has been done, it is in code, and it is able to be used for the intended purpose it is to be used for. Well, apparently, according to the documents, Kenya has not supplied the landlord any of those documents in order to get paid the TIA. And because it's been over 2 years, all of a sudden, after she got indefinitely suspended, aka fired, Kenya chose to stop paying rent. Now, Kenya stopped paying rent in December of 2024, and she has not paid to date. Now, where my documents go? Hold on. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. We love some receipts, child. We love us some receipts. Kenya. Why must you be this way, Kenya? Let's look at this lease together, child. You said y'all don't believe the landlord? Child, I believe all the landlords. I was a landlord, and listen, my tenant lied on me. Now, let's not go down the Junkie Dineva rabbit hole now. Tenants do be lying. Okay. So after Kenya stopped paying the rent, you do realize in Georgia, that means that the landlord can terminate the lease. She had a 10-year lease. She stopped paying the rent over 6 months ago, 7-8 months ago now. And now the landlord says she is a tenant in suffrage, which means she is holding over despite there not being a contract anymore because she has violated the terms of the lease, i.e. stop paying the rent, and they want their property back. Now, Kenya is claiming that, they owe her money, but the landlord is saying, well, since you stopped paying rent, though, you got to give us our property back. Okay, and anything else you want to fight for, you can fight for it over there on the curb. Okay, now hold on. We're gonna look at the lease. Hold on. How I put my thing up here. Hold on. Like this video. Hold on. Now I gotta put my straight from the A up there, and then I gotta share the screen. Stop screen. Share screen. Okay, damn. There it goes. Lease. This is the lease, honey, that Kenya Moore signed. Okay, and apparently when Kenya signed this lease, there was a lot of things that she did not do. And the crazy thing is, it was the landlord who entered this lease into the courts. Okay, it was not Kenya. So the landlord actually supplying the court with a copy of the lease and pointing out that Kenya did not follow certain terms within the lease. It's to me looking like the landlord might feel like they got a stronger case. Okay, the landlord has filed several documents on the 28th. You remember I came on the 28th and told y'all about some of them, and one of them in particular was this document where the landlord was asking for her to compel rent into the registry. Okay, remember Kenya now owes about over $40,000 in rent because she has paid absolutely positively nothing. Okay, and in not paying anything, she hasn't even paid it into escrow. So if you're gonna ask the court for a counterclaim and say, okay, well they owe me money too, well, where's the rent? You can't just stop paying rent, because as a landlord you cannot just stay in somebody's property, commercial or personal, without paying anything. That makes absolutely positively no sense, because at some point you are a squatter. Okay, it doesn't matter how much you think the landlord owes you. What they owe you is not the rent. Okay, and I'm just letting y'all know, for the people out there who are still on Kenya's job saying that Kenya deserves to stay inside that property, no, she does not. The day she decided that she was going to withhold that rent, the month she decided that she wasn't going to pay her landlord the monthly rent, that was when the lease was broken. When the lease was broken, the landlord filed an eviction in April. They gave her months. She stopped paying in December. They filed at the end of April and said that Kenya is a tenant in suffrage. She is holding over. There is no lease. There is no contract. And now she got to get the heck out. In addition to Kenya having to get the heck out, Kenya has been using the property for everything but what she was supposed to be using the property for. Like I have told y'all, I have not lied to y'all. People in the building has not lied to y'all. The people next door in the nail shop has not lied to y'all. They have told you every month that Kenya's space was empty, lights off, padlock on the door. There was no comings and going. The U.S. Sun even told y'all, I'm going to pull up the U.S. Sun. Since y'all say the black people be dragging Kenya. What about, hold on. The U.S. Sun even said that Kenya's thing was abandoned and closed. Hold on, U.S. Sun. Here it is right here. U.S. Sun. And they never retracted it. They never retracted it. Okay, hold on. Y'all said it was wrong. Kenya said it was wrong when the Jasmine brand reposted what the U.S. Sun said after I had been saying it for months. The U.S. Sun said it. They camped out for 2 days. This was May 6, 2025. Okay, they camped out. They showed it. They proved there wasn't nobody in there. There was no coming and going. On April 30th and May 1st, the Kenya Moore hair spa was locked up, and no stylists, clients, or administrators entered or exited. Like, they even went to the door and showed the inside. It was just like this. Nothing was there. It was sticks and grass, like Phaedra and Sheree said about Chateau Sheree. It was sticks and grass. Nothing was there. Okay, nothing. And so they haven't retracted this. Okay, if Kenya had been doing business, if there was any sign of Kenya doing business at this time, if they had lied on Kenya about Kenya's salon not being open, do you not think that Kenya would have filed a lawsuit against the U.S. Sun and got her some money and did something? Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, who was lying on Kenya? I don't know. Is the people in the building lying on Kenya? Am I lying on Kenya? Why is everybody constantly trying to drag me talking about I'm lying on Kenya? I'm just trying to figure this out. Like, I'm not sending my stuff to the shade room. I'm not having no other blogs reposted. I'm not posting it all over Instagram. I'm over here in my whole little bubble, okay, telling my squad members the Atlanta tea. And the people get mad. I don't know, because they know I'm telling the truth. So the landlord is pissed off because Kenya has not been using the spa for its intended use. Okay, the spa actually has been in existence since 2023. When was this lease signed? The lease was signed in year one. Hold on, when is the date? This was signed. This is certificate of service. This is the lease. That's the articles of the lease. I'm trying to see the dates, child. I can't see. The font is too little bitty. But I believe it was in 2023. And again, Kenya, hold on, what did it say? Landlord's contribution shall be payable by landlord to tenant or at landlord's election directly to tenant's contractor. Now, remember what I told you, when you get a TIA, the landlord pays the contractor. The landlord doesn't pay the tenant directly because they want to know what work is being done on my property. It's my property. Okay. It is my property. How is it that you think you can get work done on my property without me approving the work? Okay, I gotta approve the work that's being done on my property, not you. I own this, not you. So, according to the lease, as you can see, landlord's contribution shall be payable by landlord to tenants or at landlord's election directly to tenant's contractor within 45 days after the final completion in a manner satisfactory to landlord's architect, receipt of certificate of occupancy, and tenant opening for business to the general public in the premises. Now, both, all three of those things probably didn't happen. Where is the certificate of occupancy? When did you actually open for business? Like, there's no proof that you was ever open for business. Besides, you put dresses in the dang window saying that you was gonna have auctions, saying that you was a thrift store, selling used shoes, doing a content creation space, doing videos in the corner, but nowhere was she doing hair till this week. Till it's time for you to get put out, till it's time for you to go to court. Now, all of a sudden, you doing content, you putting all this stuff online, trying to show everybody that your business is running, but it wasn't, okay? It wasn't. We've been watching, Kenya. Okay, shout out to Rosiah. Hey, Rosiah. I hope I'm saying that right. She said, from one Leo to a Leo, it is about to be my earth strong. I'm in great health. Thanks, Jehovah God. Amen, amen, amen. Team Leo. We are August Leos. We are in the building, honey. Jenny said, Michelle, why are you always in a why me state of mind? It doesn't suit you. What how am I in a why me state of mind? We is reading court documents, Jenny. Why are you in a why me state of mind? Why you, honey? Yes, child, a 10-year lease. And I don't know if Kenya stopped paying the rent to break the lease. Maybe she decided she didn't want to pay it no more because she wasn't getting no clients. I don't know. But she broke it. So now she gotta go. Now let me see what else to say. Here it is. Here's the landlord's right to terminate. Okay, the landlord has an election to give the tenant written notice of his election to terminate the lease on a date specified in such notice. Upon giving of such notice, the lease shall terminate, and the estate hereby granted shall expire and terminate on such date as fully and completely. So listen, the landlord already said he terminated his lease. The landlord already said you're a tenant in suffrage. The landlord already said there's no contract. Okay, here's another one. In the event tenant shall cease to operate its business in the premises for more than 90 consecutive days. Now, we know Kenya might have been closed for more than 90 days. We know that. Landlord shall have the right at any time thereafter, for as long as tenant's cessation to operate is still in effect, to terminate this lease by giving tenant 30 days written notice. Now, I don't know, Kenya. I don't know. Kenya, I don't know, Kenya. These are the court documents, Kenya. This is what the court document says, the rules and the regulations, Kenya. And, the fair market value of the work that you did, Kenya. And they're saying, what your rent was, Kenya. Okay, and your rent was to go up every year, Kenya. We see all of that, Kenya. So I don't know if you're gonna be there, but let me know if you still gonna be selling dresses. And then Kenya said she was gonna have an auction. Then she said it was too many people inquiring about the auction. So then she said instead of doing the auction, she was gonna do it by invite only, and then the funds was gonna go to charity. And she never did that either. So Kenya's full of shit. That's it. That's all. Kenya's full of shit. I just thought I'd tell y'all that. You said Kenya better pack up her stuff. I don't know, but hold on. Kenya has been doing work though. People said I wasn't gonna show it. Let me see. Kenya been doing work. Let me see. Let me go over here and see Instagram. Let me see Kenya. Let me see if I can see it. Yeah, Kenya been over here doing work, child. She got some people. This one lady paid $25 for a weave. Okay, y'all remember when Kenya used to talk about everybody else's weave, like she don't do weave. She got this lady right here. Okay, she came and got a quick weave from Sabrina, and they supplied the hair off for $25. It's giving me, and this is no shade, for real, it's giving me that Kenya wants to show that she's doing business. So she's doing business for the minimum amount of money to make it seem like her lease isn't broken. She's actually doing hair in the salon. But I don't know that she is. You said the lease said she can't have auctions. Oh, I skipped that part. I didn't read it. Well, I guess that's why she didn't auction, because the lease says she can't have auctions. Kenya, why you got them dresses in front of them people place and you supposed to be doing hair? I said that was crazy from the get. Like, literally, they're supposed to be a luxury hair spa. That is what the landlord signed up for. And then you drive by there and you got dresses in the front of the window. Like, girl, like, what? I don't understand. What is happening? But hold on, we're gonna look at the lady hair. Hold on. I can't play the music. There go the lady hair. Okay, she's cute. She's nice. Okay, look at her. Okay, we see her. Look at her. She got like about 4B, 4C hair. Okay, she got about 4B, 4C hair. Okay, because Kenya said she don't do 4C, honey. She got about 4B, 4A or 4B. And then she got the yaki hair put in. She got the yaki hair put in. And they left out a little leave out for the part. Look at that. Okay, left a little gray to make it look a little natural, I guess. I don't like it. The lady is beautiful, but I don't like the hair. I don't like it. You said you can sell clothes in the beauty shop. You can. Is that what they do? Can't have a live auction. Oh, I don't know. Not free Kenya. I'm just here to deliver the news. Hold on. And then what else did Kenya do? Hold on. Did she do something else? Let me go see. Kenya more hair spa. Let me go see what she doing. Did she do something else? What is this? Your wig might be killing you. Why she's Kenya posting stuff about wigs now. So I guess, Kenya posted this on her hair spot. I don't know what this means. Y'all tell me what this means.
Like braiding hair brands, and 100%, 10 out of 10 actually tested positive for carcinogens.
Child, now, she got a new service, y'all. She got a new service. She is doing, where it go? She is doing, hold on, I gotta turn the music off. She is doing, it said now introducing braiding. Kenya is braiding hair for $85. It includes a head massage, a hair steam, a deep conditioner. Child, she got that one girl doing all this work. I hope she is paying you, Sabrina. But they braiding the men's hair. They doing braid downs. Gentlemen, if you want to go get your hair braided, they doing everybody hair. I just don't like Kenya. I don't have nothing against Kenya. I don't know that lady. What you talking about? But yeah, go get your hair braided. Y'all go listen. I don't know how many $25 and $85 hairstyles that Kenya can do to get the $44,000 that she needs to pay into the court registry in 6 days. But y'all need to go up there so the Kenya can get her money up so she can pay it so she won't get put out, or I don't know. But anyway, I'm digressing. You said Kenya should have been doing all that from the beginning. Did I not say that? Did I not tell Team Twirl they needed to go to Sally's and buy her products, even though they was on the bottom of the shelf and on their way out? They need to go to CVS and buy Kenya Moore hair care products. They need to go to the Kenya Moore hair spa and get their hair done. Now she got the men, y'all need to go get y'all hair braided. Okay, I listen. Are the people licensed? I don't know nothing about that lady. I just know she has one stylist in there, and she has two other stylists that do other people's hair and have their own places elsewhere. And yeah, y'all can go over to Kenya Moore. What is it? Kenya Moore Hair Spa on Google, and go to her gloss thingamajigga and go ahead and book your service, child. But for every service, she requires a hefty deposits, non-refundable. Mm-hmm. He said, Michelle, go over there. I will not. Kenya already discriminated against 4C hair. Why would I give her my money? Why? She already told me she don't want me to. I don't need that. And you know, for me, it's like, again, the only services Kenya offers for my type of hair is a silk press or weave. I don't want a silk press or weave. So there's that. Y'all should go get y'all hair done. I ain't gonna be no test tube dummy for y'all. Not me. Not me. Y'all better do it. I tried. When I had weave in my hair, I went and the doors was locked. Don't let me go back. Okay. Don't let me go in the archives. Hold on. YouTube, Kenya Moore Hair Spa, ATLien. Hold on. Let me go over here. When I had weave, I made an appointment. Hold on. Here you go right here. Where the valet at? Oh, I don't know. The doors ain't open. Ain't nobody in there. Wait a minute. Let me go pull up. Okay. I'm just saying. Let me go see. Josh, you want to hold the phone while I go see?
It's nice.
It's nice.
It's really nice.
When I was thinking about going to get my hair done, the doors was
nice
locked.
in there.
Is it open?
No, ain't nobody in there.
How come I have my appointment?
You got a lockbox on your door.
Hold on. The door was locked. The door was locked. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Was it a part two? This was when I made the appointment right here. Hold on.
Oh, it's got the same phone number.
Yeah.
Got the address. It's in Chambly. Where the staff at?
Who hang out with
professionals?
No, go back. Like there's a tiny tab like right under where it says book now.
Oh, right here. Okay.
So that was when I made my appointment. But listen, you said, did I get my deposit back? No, here's the thing. At the time, there was no deposit. I believe because I did that, she required a deposit. Now, I only made one appointment. She was not there for the appointment. Then after that, you're going to start charging deposits? Like, that didn't make sense. That's like, you don't want customers. You don't want clients, and you don't want people to book your services. Now, don't act like I ain't got no money. I got money. You said Michelle just don't have any old receipts. She had personal receipts. These is my receipts. I did it. I went. I saw myself. And then in our vlog, if you go to Patreon, you may have saw this 2 weeks ago. In our vlog, let me see if I can I pull up the vlog, y'all? Wait a minute. I posted it on here too, didn't I? Did I post the vlog over here too? I'll just share a little bit of it. In the vlog that I posted on members only. Let me see, did I post? Let me see. Members. Where's my members only playlist? HIJKLMN. There it is. Members only. Okay. In my vlog that I posted on members only, Not that one, but the other. See, you have to be a members only in tier 2. You can see all the vlogs. Okay. Here is this is when I was going. This was Saturday the 26th. And I had a lunch date, and Josh was here then. Y'all talk about Josh. Don't never. Josh was right there. Look.
Where you at?
Okay, I'm gonna show you the whole thing. But listen. Y'all talk about stalking. Okay, I was driving down the street on my way to the crab restaurant that happened to be around the corner from Kenya Moore Hair Spa, and look what had happened. Kenya Moore Hair Spa. They just scraped the name and the number off the door. I don't know if the landlord did it or if Kenya did it, but it is not there no more. Okay. So I had just pulled up, and apparently Kenya seems to think that I am stalking her business, but I don't know how a person would stalk a business if the business is public and is listed as open to the public. How would a business be stalked?
Right here.
Yeah. So we can see the hold on. Okay, we can see it. Okay. And now we need to see the door. Make sure you get the door. What's in the door? They open. Oh, they
girl, they doing handy, girl.
But they ain't nothing on the door though.
Ain't nothing in the door, but
should we go in and ask a question?
You can go in and say, hey, I'm Michelle.
I'm scared.
Girl, they doing hair. I know that's right. Yes.
Can they see us? They can't see
I don't know if they can see us. I'm so busy talking to you.
Yes.
Y'all in there doing hair. In there doing hair. They said they could have.
That was the vlog. They was in there doing hair, and there was some more to the vlog. So if you want to see it, it's over there. But yeah, honey, Kenya has started doing hair in the final hours, in the final 2 weeks that she will be residing in Kenya Moore Hair Spa. She's over there doing hair. So I suggest you go put your deposit down, but not if you got 4C hair. If you got 4C hair, go somewhere else. If you got overly coarse hair, I wouldn't risk it. Cause she said, listen, if she can't do a blow dry on 4C coarse hair, I wouldn't go. I wouldn't do it. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. What else we got on this agenda? I guess that was all. Was I gonna talk about? Child, y'all wanted me to talk about Trick Daddy. Child, I don't know if I want to talk about Trick Daddy. Hold on. What Trick Daddy has said? Hold on. Here it is right here. 50-something-year-old Trick Daddy is being dragged online for saying women over 35 are damaged goods. Now, Trick Daddy, everybody Trick Daddy love the kids. So, it's got to be kids to like, because apparently anybody over 35 who got some sense, Trick Daddy say he don't want you because your standards are too high. Trick Daddy appeared on the Nene Leakes Show. And in appearing on the Nene Leakes Show, this is what he had said. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for fair use. Hold on. Here go Trick Daddy. Here go what he had said.
Maybe you and one or two other women, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not attracted to no women over 35 years old.
You're not?
No.
Well, honey, I know you are attracted to me, honey.
But y'all standards are too high. Y'all are too emotional. Y'all are damaged good from past relationships.
I am not damaged.
You don't even realize you're damaged, you see, because maybe you.
Wait, did he say you don't even realize? How you don't really? Child, if I was Nene, I would have stumped the whole. Hold on, let's see what the people say up under this post. Somebody they put memes. They were like, child, bye. Somebody said sitting up there looking like a pile of SHIT. Talking about damaged goods. Yeah, okay. Somebody said a half-baked brownie in the pan is calling women 35 plus damaged goods. Okay. Somebody said, I don't like women over 35 face. They is dragging. Oh my God. Blade Brown said damaged goods. Florida Evans tripping. Don't do Florida Evans like that. I hate that y'all do that to Florida Evans. She's a beautiful black woman, and y'all always try to use her and act like she ugly. She is not. Okay. The Art of Being Diabolical said his raisin looking ass has the audacity. Okay, yeah, compare him to a raisin. Leave Florida Evans out of this. Queenie said this man sitting here looking like the literal interpretation of Doodle Brown. Talk about women in their 30s. Here's my problem. yes, women who are over 35 standards are high because women who are below 35 don't know no damn better. When they know better, they do better. Okay. The stuff that an old man can do for a 35-year-old, you can go get her nails done, you can go get her hair done, you can take her to the best steak restaurant in the Atlanta, and she gonna be happy about it. But once you get older, you need your roof fixed. You need some new tires for your car. You need a whole bunch of things. Of course, my standards are gonna be much, much higher because we done bought houses, okay? Houses, plural. We not sitting around waiting for y'all, okay? Yes, our standards are very, very high. Our cars are better than y'all's. Our houses are better than y'all's. Our credit is better than y'all's. And of course, it would make a man like Trick Daddy feel inferior because he can't like wave his money around and have you bark like a dog, like Eddie Murphy. Of course, like who would expect anything less from somebody like Trick Daddy? But I mean, that's all I got on him. But I don't know. He said, we women over 35 are saying, thank you, Trick. Okay, we saying we don't want you no way. Okay, we don't want you no way. And then don't even get me started because our friends be joking about this. But me, when we start talking about like the Deion Sanders, and I like Deion Sanders, but him, dating Carucci allegedly, like men like that, they be wanting like these young women who are that much younger than them to be their little nursemaid, okay? Because they know they ain't gonna go nowhere. They waiting on them to die so they can get their check. But yes. You saying that's code for running things. And if we going by his name, exactly, like, is he a trick or is he not a trick? I mean, because tricking to him ain't real tricking. I don't think he paying any of I don't think he paying any of his women $30,000 a month like Simon. I don't see Trick doing that. I don't think so. I don't think any of them 35-year-old women that Trick Daddy messing with is getting, a $7 million house. I don't think so. Right, grown people bills, honey. We play. Listen, you can stay on over there with that. We don't care. We good over here. Okay. It ain't even no argument. Okay. You're right. You are absolutely right. Our standards are sky high and they're gonna stay there. Okay. And if you want to be over here, you're gonna meet our standards up here because we ain't coming down here to meet you. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. If you want to call and argue with me about Kenya, come on. Team Twirl. The link is in the chat. Only thing I do is click the link. I let everybody who clicks the link speak. Okay. You want to call and drag me? Come on. You want to talk about what else we had talked about? Trick Daddy, come on. If you want to talk about who else was we talking about today? I forgot already. Dang, y'all, what we had talked about today? You can tell I just threw some topics in the thing. I talked about Rasheeda. I talked about Rasheeda, the concert prank going viral. I talked about Soul Train Awards and BET Awards indefinitely suspended like Kenya. I talked about Peter turning himself in to serve his 18-month sentence with the feds. I talked about Kenya, the 4C hair conversation and how it's literally texturism and erasure, and how I don't like the idea of little black girls even seeing that and feeling like there's something wrong with their hair. Okay. I talked about Kenya's eviction and how it's going. And listen, we got a copy of the lease, child. And I talked about Trick Daddy and Nene. So if anybody wants to call in, click that link. Otherwise, I'm gonna head on over to the Pantheon. You said you about to hit a whole nother decade. So yes, your standards are very high. Mine too, child. Mine too. Trick Daddy is broke. Those aren't even his restaurants. Oh, child. I'm just saying. What Tyler Perry say? Your auntie or your grandmama? I could do bad by myself, child. I could do bad by myself. Just need the pipes cleaned every now and then. Just come over and go on home. You said Nene checked him. Oh, okay. Hold on. Who is this? Child. Not I got a troll already.
And it's just me. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? It's just me.
Why you got to be the first person to call in?
I mean, you said click the link. Should I hang up and wait later on or something?
No. Hi, Dre. How are you?
DeAndre. How you doing, Michelle?
Why do you have MAGA in your thing?
We got to make America great again. But look, are you not in Atlanta? Are you?
Why?
Because I see that struggling background you have behind your back.
Yes, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I just seen a
I have a
struggling.
problem about it with it.
No, I just seen a struggling background behind your back,
It
so I
ain't no
didn't know.
struggling background behind me.
That's giving good times vibes.
Oh no, not good times.
Yeah, senior
You want to see a
citizen.
struggling background?
No, senior citizen and stuff like that.
Now I have a struggling background behind me.
No, no, no. But look, I was calling about your topics.
Okay, what you want to talk about?
I thought the Rasheeda thing was funny though. I thought it was like funny. Is she really having a concert though?
She's. I don't know. You gonna
Oh,
go?
okay. No, but I thought it was funny though. And what else did you talk about?
I talked about Kenya Moore's lease.
Yeah, we look, but with that, we already came about that you give out false information.
Oh, I read the court documents. I was reading the lease. What are you talking about?
Michelle, you probably made up them court documents. I don't believe anything you say when it comes
You
to
think
Kenya
I
Moore.
got time to write up a lease?
I do. You have too much time in your hands. I do. But it was something you were talking about Trick Daddy. Now you know. Oh no. Let me start with BET thing. I think we as black people need to like keep stuff to ourselves. Like, they building that white community in Philadelphia and stuff, Pennsylvania, I should say. Like, we need to start keeping stuff. We should have kept BET instead of selling it to Viacom. You know what I'm saying? And
They
hold on,
wouldn't sell it, remember? Because
Michelle,
Tyler Perry
can
tried
you
to
go back to
buy
the
it.
comment who put the tomato balls? Because I can't really see. And
Don't worry about it.
yeah, because I
It's a
think it's
lot
the
of them.
same person. No, it's not that one. It's not that peasant. It's another one. That peasant right there. This peasant right here sit up and all they do every time I come on your show, this peasant named C Scott. C Scott, Michelle, can you put the link in? I want to tell C Scott something. I bet you they won't call. They say nothing but negative stuff about me every time I call in.
Well,
Every time
maybe
you
they
put
don't
up a
like
comment.
you. This ain't
And
your
I don't
show.
like them too. And C Scott, you know what you could really do. I really go real dark. You know what I'm saying? I go real dark. So I'm not going to disrespect the show like that, but you know what you can do. 6 feet under, life
And
will be
somebody
better.
please call in and replace Dre
C
because
Scott,
he's the only person
please
in the
call in,
background.
please. You talk so much stuff in them comments. Why don't you call in and say what you say in the comment section? You peasant, you and your family. But anyway, Michelle, this is what I really called for though. Okay, wait, about what Trick Daddy said. That's kind of messed up though. Like,
Hey, Diddy Truck, thank you.
they really be giving black women like a hard time, but it be the black dudes that be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
What are you
And
talking about?
what Trick Daddy said, talking about 35 and up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up, damaged goods. And for him to sit up and talk to the person he was talking to, and she just sat there and laughed, like, "Oh, really?" Like she just.
She said she not damaged goods. That's what she
Yeah,
said.
but he was talking about her to her face, and she just sat there and looked stupid. But
Oh.
the reason I called though was because I was on Instagram, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you, why are you getting into it with people on Instagram? I was like on your Instagram thread, and you getting into it with like the Kenya Moore hair care people, and I was
Oh,
reading
that
your
was fun.
comments.
I had a
Yeah,
good time.
but you was acting kind of childish, like you really talk. Then you was talking about the lady kid. You talking about your
The
daughter.
lady was talking about my she brought her
Michelle, you can
kid
pull
up.
up the
She
comments.
brought
You
her
can pull
kid
up the
up. I
comments.
read it already.
No.
And I said, instead of coming over here, bringing your daughter up, I was talking about you. I was like, you need to be embracing your daughter's Asian heritage and stay out this 4C conversation because it ain't even got nothing to do with you or your daughter.
Yeah, but you just seem like who sit up and respond to every negative comment.
Me,
You was respond. You
me. I
you
had time. I
you
wasn't
got
doing anything else.
you got to get a job or something. That's just too much time
That
on your
is my
hands to sit
job.
up.
That is my job.
I mean, they were saying some crazy stuff though. You was getting back. I had to read it like a couple of times. It was kind of funny though, but I just is this C Scott right here,
I don't
Michelle?
know. This is MJ.
Oh,
MJ.
okay. I was ready for C Scott.
MJ.
Hey Michelle, how you doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I want to switch gears real quick and talk about Nene for a second.
Oh, okay.
I'm just curious to know who's running the bookings for the YouTube show. Who's in charge of that and selecting the guests?
I don't know.
Probably Michelle doing it for free.
I am not.
We didn't want to hear from Timothy. We've heard enough from Chick Daddy. I mean, where are the
I ain't
people
got
that?
my name West. I ain't in that mess. I got nothing to do with.
Where are the
But
people
make sure
that we
you are in it.
actually?
You probably is running
No,
it for
but
I'm
free.
not.
I
I
have a
don't have
question
nothing.
though.
Don't do that. I ain't got. I run my channel. I don't run nobody else's channel.
No,
Well,
you was over there for a minute. You was over there
No,
for a
it
minute. Keep
wasn't.
it real.
No,
You
I
was over there
wasn't.
for a minute.
No,
Yes,
I
you was.
well,
wasn't.
Michelle, maybe you
No,
need to do some per diem work or something over there, because we have so many better options that we could pick as guests that people actually want to hear from that will get views. I mean, more people would have rather saw Nene interview Todd Chrisley than Candace.
Ooh. But why would
Where?
you put?
Why is
Don't nobody
Kim?
want to see Todd
Why
Chris?
is Kim? Why is Kim's whatever her name is? Why is she not on the show? We want to know what's going on with her and Croy and where she's living now.
Oh.
Okay. Why is Kaya not on the show? We want to hear what Kaya has to say because nobody's paying $20 a month for her.
Oh.
Oh, I actually pay $25 a month for Kaya, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I mean, we're gonna let the MAGAs MAGA and see how far that gets you.
Well, I mean, have you, she puts her email address everywhere. Have you emailed Nene at booknene@gmail.com and told her that who she should have on her show?
No, I was hoping that you would spread the message for me.
I'm not, no.
So you're not over there no more?
I was never there. What are you talking about?
No, every time she do a show, you was in the comment section, you the moderator and
I
everything
can be in
else.
the comment section every
Michelle,
time. You're not over
nobody's
here.
dumb.
Listen, every time I do a show,
You
you in
run
the
her
comment
channel over
section.
there. You
That
ran
means
her
you on my
channel over
team.
there. You ran
Huh?
her channel over there. You might not do it no more, but first you did run her channel. You was over there every
I
time
do
she went
not
live.
run
You
channels.
promoted her every time she went live.
I promote a lot of people.
No, it was you was doing too much, but she don't promote you. You was doing too much. You ran her
Why
channel.
is this about me? Can we talk about something else?
Well, he brought it up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I just figured maybe you had the answers because you seem to know a lot.
I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Are you sure?
Kenya's getting evicted. Did you know that?
We already know this.
Peter allegedly turned himself into jail. Did you know that?
How much time did Peter get?
18 months.
So I'm curious to know why Peter is in jail when Trump is in the White House.
I don't know.
How does that work?
Because he black. And Todd Chrisley out.
I mean,
and
you got Lauryn Hill, you got Wesley Snipes, you got all these people.
And
The
Todd
black
Chrisley sitting
people
next to
are
Kandi.
punished for
And
tax
y'all
crimes.
up here watching
But
it like some goofies. You don't think it's wrong for kids? Never mind. Somebody sent me that and said
They said what?
Two Trump supporters sent me a screenshot of Kandi and Todd Chrisley.
Who is Todd Christie?
The man that used to be on that show, the white man with the family. They say he gay and he got locked up for stealing
Oh,
money.
the one Nancy Grace be going at what?
Go look on Kandi channel, child.
Oh, okay. That's the one Nancy Grace be going at it with, right?
I don't know who Nancy Grace go at it with.
Oh, yeah, Michelle. That's all I called you for because I seen that thread you put. I thought it was funny.
Okay, well, I appreciate you.
You too. You have to hang me up. I don't know how to. It won't let me hang up. Oh, and one more thing too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I say one more thing?
What?
I had got my math wrong the other day. It was 240,000 if you did like 240,000, and Georgia Peach Road in the comment was 240. So that was right. I don't know what I was thinking. I said 140. I don't know. It was the subject we was talking about, but that's all I called for.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Bye.
You have to hang me up.
All right, I'll hang you up. Goodbye. You said I should have interviewed Tisha Campbell instead of Lena. I don't need. Who is Lena? I mean, here's the thing. Like, there's room for everybody to interview everybody. I don't understand why. Send her over here. I mean, give me her number. I'll call her. I'll interview whoever. I even said the other day, like, I'll talk to Kenya. I'll talk to Portia. I'll talk to whoever. Hell, I'll talk to Fallon. Now that Oh, Fallon and Jalen then broke up, y'all. They over there subbing each other on Instagram and Twitter and everything. And Fallon then wrote a book called "I Fell in Love with the Help." Like we care. We don't care. We already knew that, Fallon. But anyway, so I interview Fallon. Fallon can come over here and promote her book. I Fell in Love with the Help, and I want to deep dive into that. Since she had called me a liar that time when the people were seeing her walking her dogs while she was big and pregnant, and she said that I was lying. Y'all remember that? So yeah, Fallon can come over. Who else? Would I ever do an interview with Mr. Manhands? Absolutely not. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? What would I talk to him about? If somebody asked me what would I talk to him about? Yes, Fallon, call in, child. They play fighting. Is that what they doing? They might be. Kenya isn't coming, Michelle, because she knows you deal with facts and not delusions. Well, Kendra, Kenya did reach out to people and was trying to get me on her show, but you ain't gonna ambush me, Kenya. I ain't stupid, okay? And I am not a clout chaser. And just because you have a YouTube page and I have a YouTube page, I am not coming on your YouTube channel to boost up your views, okay? You could do that on your own. Now, when you get over the number of subscribers and stuff that I have, then I'll come on there. But before then, you is not gonna use me, Kenya. I'm not coming to your YouTube channel, okay? But you can come over here, Kenya. You said for your entertainment. Listen, I mean, if he wanted to call in, he could call in. I put the link in for everybody. I would not mind whoever called in can call in. I don't stop nobody from calling in. Kenya signed her lease in 2022. Thank you so much, Liz. I was looking for the date. I didn't feel like going through the whole thing. I was looking for it. Shout out to Tasha. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who contributed to the stream tonight. Dre hung up Oliver. Y'all can call in if y'all want. Otherwise, I'm about to go. I was gonna give y'all 2 hours, but I'm about to tap out at an hour and a half. Let me see what else. Oh, you like my background, the voice of the ghetto? I'll be the voice of the ghetto. I will be that. Okay. Interview Charles Oakley. Ooh, okay. I'll interview Angela. Angela was in my DMs, but she want to go over there to Colorist Claudia, child. Now, I don't understand. Nobody is even watching Colorist Claudia. Why do y'all? And then Colorist Claudia had to beg the blogs to post her. Nobody is even watching her. She's not even making no money. Me and Charles Oakley date? Absolutely not. You said you're trying to call in. Click the link. Angela is boring. Oh, since we talk about Angela, let me go ahead and play before I go. Shout out to Alex, because Alex did a part. What part was it? Part 6 of his Twitter. Of his TikTok stories, where he was talking about, if you recall, Angela served him and Marcus with a cease and desist. Now he's done a part. How many parts he done did, Chad? Let me go see. Okay, let's look at it, Chad. We ain't got nothing else to do. Since we here, we don't have nothing else to do. Michelle, they trying to ask you if you dated Charles. I said no. Why y'all keep asking me that? Why would y'all think that? Of all the people I dated, why would you ask about him? Hold on. Share screen. Hold on. Let me go to Alex's page. Y'all go support Alexander Hines. And y'all remember, he's the gentleman who was telling us he was at the gala with Marcus. And since then, they have retracted their story and they said Phaedra didn't do it. Meanwhile, Angela has been sending someone over there allegedly to harass them. Now, here is part 6. We didn't watch all the parts. This thing might be 10 minutes, though. It's long. Hold on, let's look at it anyway. 10 minutes, Lord.
I really was expecting you to do the right thing. And that would have simply been to apologize because you know she had nothing to do with this whole thing.
Okay, that's enough. Hold on, hold on. We got somebody in the back. Hey,
Me,
Papa girl.
Gayla with Marcus, and since
It's
then,
me.
you know,
I
they
can
have
hear my voice.
retracted their story and they said Phaedra did.
Olive girl, you got your
Someone over there allegedly harassed them. Now, here is parts.
Olive girl, turn your thing off now.
That'd be 10 minutes. Though. It's on. Hold on. 10 minutes. Lord.
Turn your thing off. Close your window, Olive girl. She can't hear me.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
They have retracted their story and they said.
I don't know what's happening. Okay. Anyway, you said Alex almost alluded to perhaps being on the show or something. Well, I mean, he has alluded to that several times. Not Michelle hate her fans. But you know, let's see what Alex talking about today. Child, I played a little bit. I don't know if I'm playing the whole 10 minutes.
Everything could have been done and we could have moved on. But honestly, I shouldn't have been surprised because you have a pattern of not doing the right thing. And I know you like to talk about people's patterns, as you so conveniently brought up during the reunion. So let's talk about patterns. You know, I thought this whole thing was just merely going to be a platform for me to be able to express what happened through my point of view. And that's what parts 1 through 3 started out as, and things slowly started to change with 4 and 5. However, at no point was this a personal attack on Angela, just me expressing what happened through my point of view. But now I'm really in it.
How you in it now?
So I know everybody's aware of this text that I tweeted out a week or two ago. In this, I make mention of this very dubious cease and desist that Marcus received from this gentleman over here in this photo, Mr. Valentina. Now, I have not received anything from him. I have not been served. I don't know if he's truly trying to serve me. So I'm going to say allegedly for all of this, because I don't know, since I have not received any documentation from him. But the fact that you're sending someone saying that they are a process server allegedly and allegedly trying to serve me to shut me up made me wonder, why are you still going so hard and pulling me into all of this? Then I find out that I hear allegedly that the show's about to start filming again, and maybe you just didn't want me speaking or talking about anything. I don't know. But let's talk about it. Since you couldn't just simply apologize and be honest, let's talk about your pattern, Angela, of how you viciously attack people when they tell the truth.
Oh.
So first, I tell the truth in this TikTok series, and you do this and try to silence me. But remember, you guys, a year ago, I told you when we were at the gala and I spoke the truth that Phaedra had nothing to do with sending us in front of those people, Angela got so upset. She was so upset that she called my marriage fake. She threatened my life and she called me the F word. And you can see this is a DM exchange between someone else and Britt Edie that they posted on Twitter. I had nothing to do with this. This person reached out and this is what she said, all on her own volition.
Oh.
So now this is a DM group that I was placed in. Angela was placed.
I'm trying, when y'all be doing these TikToks, y'all need to stop and read the text because I ain't got time for this. Oh, somebody has said that Angela Oakley called that man an F word. And then Britt Edie said, yes, she did, and threatened his life. And then somebody said, oh, wow, OMG, they really protecting her then. And you find it funny how Shamia called you all sorts of horrors, but come to find out in this reunion trailer, she's tongue-kissing married women. Is that not horror-like? And then Britt said, I've seen worse from her. Ooh, and correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't they kind of skip over that Shamia and Portia had both been tongue wrangling Kandi? Like, didn't they kind of scooch over that? We need to know more. Like, who was really in the dungeon? Okay. Anyway, let me finish. We really don't care though. I was just being facetious.
Fruition. So now this is a DM group that I was placed in. Angela was placed in it as well, so she can see these things.
Child, they done got binge worthy in it and everything. Child, she saw binge worthy and left. She had war flashbacks. What is this? This is a text thread. Okay.
Too, but these are a lot of bloggers that often talk about RHOA. As you can see, this one up here is mentioning Bingeworthy. Everybody knows Justin Diego over at Bingeworthy. We all love him. Let's read this together. LMFAO. I wonder if Angela Oakley read anything in here because she's in the DMs as well. Somebody said she saw Bingeworthy and left. Laughing my fucking ass off. What happened between them? Fill me in. Angela did not like an edit he made on his channel and called him up and said, "You don't know who you messing with."
Okay.
But it's okay because Justin said he still loves you. He's still ride or die for you. And that's good. You've got a lot of people who are still riding and dying for you, even though you're not the person that anybody thinks you are. And I say that because I don't think too many people are out here defrauding their own grandparents. I know most people actually go through great lengths to protect their loved elderly ones from fraud and from scams. But here, Angela Dion Reed went and falsely took out a loan for $17,000 in her grandmother's name so she could take $11,000 of it and pay her mortgage and split the other $6,000 with her cousin.
We talked about that too, and the FINRA and all of that stuff. And then she actually dived into my DMs when I did that video about FINRA. But whatever.
Now,
I'm kind of bored too. I'm playing it just because y'all want to hear it.
Wild to me is you can go and look up Angela Dion Reed and FINRA yourself. And you can see all of this yourself, but I'll still say allegedly. Because even in there in the hearing, they have the transcript where she does admit to it because of being under a hardship at the time. I've never been so hard up that I committed fraud against my own grandmother. But, so then you think that I wouldn't have been surprised when I came across her sister. You guys remember on the show, Angela briefly talks about her sister, but they bleep out her sister's name. And I'm sure that was strategic on Angela's part to make sure that nobody could find out her sister to get the whole story. Because, of course, Angela wants to paint whatever narrative it is that she has before anybody else can say anything. And in coming across her lovely sister on social media, I mean, the things that her sister have to say, I'm sure Angela knows is way deeper than anything I could ever say. And I mean, you guys can go take a look for yourself. This is the post her own sister had. Her sister sitting here telling you guys how Angela is lying on her and her character. And I mean, she's nothing more than just an honest Christian woman trying to make a living like the rest of us. However, Angela has decided to lie and publicly attack her credit. And you see, she said that this has been devastating for her. The same way that Angela was going to allow this to be devastating for Phaedra by going on with this lie, knowing Phaedra had nothing to do with it. In the same way, she's sitting there trying to silence me. It's a pattern of what she does. And see, that pattern does show up in your children. And I brought this out once before. But see, the fact that your daughter constantly tries to attack me and belittle the fact that I do wait tables as a server, as if that's something to turn your nose up against, shows what type of person that you've raised. You've raised the type of person that thinks that it's okay to do anything to make $1 except for have an honest day's work. And that includes defrauding your grandma and lying on the character of your own blood sibling. So now, of course, imagine my surprise when I come to find out all of these things and so much more. And, and in looking up, Mrs. Oakley, of course, I find out some things about Charles. And I came across this.
Lord Jesus.
Did you guys know that Charles Oakley assaulted a woman because she refused to have sex with him and his girlfriend? And I know you can look at the date up there. You see, this is from CBS News. This is not breaking news. This is not something that this is not jaw-dropping tea. But you see the date of that is 1998. I know y'all are thinking, oh my God, that's so long ago. That's 20 plus years ago. Why are we bringing up something that's that long ago? It's only because it then brought a little bit, it made me believe this text message that I got from one of your castmates a little bit. The fact that he allegedly punched that woman in 98 because she wouldn't sleep with him and his girlfriend made me believe this text that I received back in May that says, what do you mean? Angela is a lesbian in real life and her and Charles are known swingers. Now, this is from a very reliable source, i.e. a castmate, another woman on the show, and it is not Phaedra. She's not the only one who don't like your ass. However, just so you guys can see, I'm going to go back just a little bit and show some more of this conversation to show that I ain't capped, because y'all know I always like to just try to just tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me. So let's wake up the connection. So this conversation started, as you guys can see below, May 9th at 2:45 p.m. This came from a fellow castmate, and I want to preface this conversation because all I'm trying to do always is make sure nobody gets in trouble behind anything that I do, just like I did with Phaedra, like I initially tried to do with Angela, and now I'm doing with this castmate, because it is not Phaedra. But as you see, I flat out lied to this cast member in the first couple of texts. I said, got call sheets. They have me and Marcus filming separately under paperwork, FYI. I'm stating this to say I lied and told this cast member that I was under paperwork, as in I had already signed my contract and NDA, so that way they could disclose things to me because I was under contract like everybody else. That was not true. I am not under contract. I have never been under contract, and I just flat out lied to them. Sorry about that, but that doesn't really matter. As you can see, I asked Fridays, he's filming with Cynthia and someone else. Am I filming with you on Friday? That person goes, okay, no, he's filming with Phaedra and Cynthia to clear up the lie he told. He needs to come clean and tell her everything. Told you this is not Phaedra. So then as you see, as it continues to go, she then goes, has Dusty talked to blank yet? And then I respond, no, who is that? To which she responds, Charles's main bitch. Ooh. Charles's main bitch. No, he hasn't yet. Don't worry about that. Charles blah, 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 blah. Don't worry about that. Blank is Charles's real bitch. He let Angela get cute with Blank and stop paying for her house. Multiple houses aren't getting paid for, not just Angela's. Wake it up. Don't worry about any of that. But as you go down, looking at the time, 3:28, 3:28, 3:29, 3:31, 3:30. Boom, 3:33, 3:33, where then they go, what do you mean? Angela Blank, her and Charles are known swingers, which now makes sense of like 98. You wanted that woman to sleep with you and your girlfriend. Kind of looks like it all might be true, allegedly. But I don't know. So like, follow, subscribe, comment, and let me know. Should I break down more of this? Do we need to do a part 7 to really get into the meat and potatoes of these text messages? You know, Angela.
Well, what had happened was that 10 minutes went by fast. What had happened was, I think I know who the text messages are from, but I'm going to let him tell it because we went to lunch and he had told me some stuff when we went to lunch that time, if you remember. And some of the stuff that he told me, he's actually saying in this. And he even told me the name of Charles's alleged side chick. I guess I could say that because it was something like Angelique or Angela or some it started with an A, I think. You know, my memory's bad. But yeah. Child, it's gonna be messy. Ooh. And again, I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's not. It could all be made up. All of these names could just be made up. Who knows? But I just remember the Angelique, Angela something. It's because Angela's name is Angela. The girl's name started with an A. I can't remember, child. But anyway. Yes, it is messy. He said, is the side chick getting tested for the show? I don't know. Yeah, because, we went to lunch right after his part 5 or 6. What part was that we went to lunch on? But, and yeah, he was telling me about the text. He actually told me who the text is from, but listen, my name Wes, I ain't in that mess. And I'm going to let Alex tell his own story. But I don't know what's true. I don't know what's not. I could just go by what he says. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, we right here. Yeah, this was us when we was at the thing right now. We had went to the CNN seafood and had some seafood. What is this right here? Oh, this is a video.
Ooh, this tea was burning hot. Hurt my tongue. You know I always come with the receipt.
So yeah, that we was just joking around and stuff. But he, it is that he said he got about 64 points. He might as well, child. Might as well stretch it out. Look, the season is over. Might as well stretch it out till episode 1. Hell, maybe it'll boost the ratings a little bit because them ratings was in the toilet, child. A lot of people didn't even bother to watch the reunion part 3. Somebody need to find him and get him a knuckle sandwich. We did not condone violence around here. Why would you do that? Angela was set up by Charles. She's the Camille Grammer of Beverly Hills. Her husband set her up to dump her. You think so? Oh, no. Not Thelma from Good Times. Anyway, this has been fun. I talked about a lot of things. Let's send some positive energy over there to Kenya Moore Hair Spa and to Peter Thomas and to whoever else needs it. Okay, we do not condone bullying. Okay, shout out to Alex. Y'all go support Alex over on the TikTok. Okay, y'all go support MAGA Candy over there on her Pantheon. Okay. Yeah, I might go on Patreon tonight. You said who has the restaurant, him or the friend? The friend, and he used to work at the restaurant as well. I think he still does. I'm not really sure. Okay. I love you guys. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Again, y'all know I'm on location. Pink hearts in the chat for Mama Brown. She may still be watching. She may not. Oh, it's a little late though. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next video. And hopefully the next time I'll be in my studio and my Wi-Fi will be a lot better. But I still look all right with the green screen. Okay. All right, you guys. See you in the next video. Good night.